Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss the moving iron instruments, that is the MI instruments. So in the moving iron instruments we are having the two types, one is the attraction type, second one is the repulsion type. Let us first discuss the attraction type moving iron instruments. Okay, so here it is the construction of attraction type moving iron instruments. It consists of, yes, the structure for placing a coil. Okay, so here we are having the one part of the coil and here it is the second part of the coil. Okay, or the first half portion of the coil section, here it is the second half portion of the coil section. Next, here we are having the iron disc. This is the iron disc. Okay, be careful, this disc is made up of iron material only. Next, the controlling is provided by using the gravity control. Okay, so here we are having the weight W1 and controlling weight, and here it is the balanced weight, that is the W2. Okay, next the air friction damping is used, and here it is a pointer which is attached to this iron disc. Okay, and next here it will be a scale. Okay, so here we will be having a scale, right? So now let us discuss the how it operates. Okay, so the current which is to be measured, okay, that current we need to circulate through the coil. So when the current flows through the coil, it will develop the mmf. Okay, and that mmf causes the production of the magnetic flux. So here we will be having the magnetic lines of force which are starting from the north pole and moves towards the south pole. Okay, so here we will be having the magnetic lines of force. Now here it is the iron disc. If you check, if the magnetic lines of force or the magnetic field is present here, okay, if the magnetic field is present here, okay, let us consider it as a phi, then what about the reluctance of this area? The reluctance will be lesser. Okay, and the reluctance of the air medium, that is the surrounding medium, it will be more. Okay, so this iron disc is having a tendency that it always gets attracted towards the medium where the reluctance is lesser. Okay, so here when the current flows through the coil, the flux will be set up in this medium, okay, or in this portion. So due to that, this iron disc gets attracted. So here iron disc is getting attracted towards the field area. Okay, so can we say that this is nothing but the deflecting torque? The deflecting torque is, yes, it will cause the iron disc. Okay, due to the iron disc movement, it will cause the production of the force, and that is nothing but the deflecting torque. And as the iron disc is connected to the pointer, so due to that the pointer will start motion. Okay, now here we are using the control or the gravity control. Okay, so the gravity control will produce the opposite controlling torque. Okay, and in order to reduce the oscillations, here we are using the air friction damping. Okay, so very simple operation is here. Okay, when current flows through coil, it will set up flux. Okay, and the disc or the iron disc, it gets attracted, okay, towards phi. Okay, this is the simple principle we are using, okay, in the attraction type moving iron instruments. Okay, so now let us discuss the torque equation. Torque equation. So for that, suppose initially there is a current I flowing through the coil. I is the current flowing through coil. Okay, next L is the inductance of magnetic circuit. Inductance of magnetic circuit. magnetic circuit. Okay, so initially we are having the inductance of the magnetic circuit and current flowing through the coil. Okay, so now due to that, yes, what will happen? There will be the initial energy stored. Okay, initial energy stored is equal to half Li square, half into Li square. Okay, so this is the initial energy stored. Okay, due to the whatever the current which is flowing through the coil and whatever the inductance of the magnetic circuit. Okay, so this is nothing but initial energy stored. Now suppose in a time dt. Okay, suppose in a time dt we are increasing the current I by amount di. Okay, so current is increased by current I, or I am writing it as current increased. Okay, so during time dt current is increased by amount di. Okay, and pointer has deflected, okay, by angle d theta. Okay, d theta is the change in the pointer's deflection, pointer deflection. Okay, and also what about the inductance of the magnetic circuit? It is changed by dl, change in inductance. This everything is during time dt. This is during time dt. Means, are you getting the point? How which type of scenario we are having? Initially there is some current flowing through the coil. Due to that there will be some magnetic flux produced. Due to that some magnetic circuit inductance will be there, and initial energy stored is half into Li square. It will be there. Okay, next, during the time interval dt we have increased the current by amount di. Okay, and due to this increased current di, okay, there will be the change in the flux as well as change in the inductance of the magnetic circuit by amount dl. And what about the change in the pointer deflection? It is a d theta. Okay, it is a d theta. Means initially pointer was at some position, and after or during time interval dt, after circulation of the current di, the pointer has changed its position. Okay, means initially it is like, okay, suppose initially pointer was at this position. Okay, and after the circulation of the current di during time dt, okay, the pointer has changed its deflection, okay, by angle d theta. So here it is a d theta. Okay, and this time interval during this change in the pointer position is nothing but the dt, is nothing but the dt. Now as we know, L is equal to n phi by I. Inductance L is equal to flux linkage per unit current. Okay, inductance is nothing but the flux linkage per unit current. Then what is the flux linkage? Suppose the coil is having n number of turns and the flux is phi. Okay, so n phi is the flux linkage divided by current is I. So therefore we can write it as Li is equal to n into phi. We can write. Okay, so now here, okay, if we differentiate both the sides with respect to time, so it will be like d by dt of Li is equal to d by dt of n phi. Okay, next we can write it as d by dt of Li. It can be written as L into di by dt plus I into dl by dt, which is equal to, yes, this can be written as n into d phi by dt. But what is n into d phi by dt? According to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, it is like a induced EMF. Let us consider it as a V. Okay, it is equal to V. Right? Now, electrical energy supplied to coil in dt second. We can write electrical energy supplied to coil in dt second. Okay, that is the during time dt. Okay, we can write it as V into I into dt. Electrical power is voltage into current, and power into time is nothing but the energy. Okay, so Vi dt we can write is equal to, yes, but V is nothing but this term, L into di by dt, L into di by dt plus I into dl by dt into I into dt. Okay, so now we can write it as is equal to L into di by dt into I dt. Dt will get cancelled, so it is like L into I into di, L into I into di, right, plus I square into dl, I square into dl. Okay, so this is the equation number, let us consider it as equation 1, V into I into dt, that is the electrical energy supplied. Okay, electrical energy supplied. Now also, as we know, initial energy stored is half Li square. Initial energy stored in magnetic field, energy stored is equal to half into L into I square. Okay, half into L into I square. Okay, so now what is the change in the energy stored? Can we write? Yes, therefore change in energy store, change in energy stored, yes, we can write it as is equal to change in the energy stored, we can write is equal to, yes, this L is changed from L to the L plus dl, I changed from I to the I plus di, so we can write it as half into L plus dl into I plus di bracket square. This is the new energy minus, because we are interested in finding the change, okay, minus the initial energy, so it is a half into L into I square. Okay, further we can simplify it as is equal to half into L into this term, okay, L into this bracket, we can write it as I square plus 2 into I into di plus di square. Okay, plus 1 by 2 into dl into, we can write again square of this bracket, it is a I square plus 2I into di plus di square. Okay, minus this term as it is half into Li square. Okay, next, now further we can simplify it as is equal to half Li square, okay, minus 1 by 2 into L into I into 2 into di, okay, plus 1 by 2 into L into di square, plus this can be written as 1 by 2 into dl into I square plus 1 by 2 into 2 into I into di into dl, okay, plus will be di square. Okay, so it is 1 by 2 into dl into I square I have written, 1 by 2 into dl into 2I into di I have written, plus 1 by 2 into dl into di square minus 1 by 2 Li square. So minus 1 by 2 Li square plus 1 by 2 Li square, it will get cancelled. Now if you check what is the di, it is the change in the current. Okay, so for any measuring instrument, the change in the current corresponding to the time interval dt is very small. Also the change in the inductance, it will be also very small, so we can neglect the higher order terms. Okay, so neglecting higher order terms, higher order terms, so if we neglect higher order terms, yes, we can get is equal to, we can write it as is equal to, yes, so it will be plus here. Okay, so is equal to these two will get cancelled, so Li into Di. Okay, now this is the higher order term, so we are going to neglect this. This is also dl into I square or I square into dl, so plus 1 by 2 into I square into dl. Okay, plus this 2 will get cancelled. Again di into dl, this is also higher order term, so we are going to neglect. This is also higher order term, we are going to neglect. Okay, so it is like 1 by 2 into I square into dl only. Okay, so this is nothing but change in stored energy. Okay, so I am writing here, this is the change in energy stored, or stored energy, change in energy stored, or the change in the stored energy. Okay, consider it as equation number 2. Okay, now what is the mechanical work done? Also, mechanical work done means during dt time the pointer changed its position by d theta. Okay, so mechanical work done, we can write mechanical work done in dt seconds, okay, is equal to pd into d theta. This is the equation number 3. Okay, now according to the energy conservation law, what is the input energy is equal to mechanical output plus energy change in the energy stored. Okay, so therefore according to energy conservation law, yes, we can write 1 is equal to 2 plus 3. Equation 1 is equal to equation 2 plus equation 3. Okay, what is equation 1? Equation 1 is Li di plus I square dl. You can write it as Li into di plus I square into dl. Okay, is equal to, yes, what is the equation 2? This is Li into di, Li di plus half I square dl. Okay, and what about the equation number 3? This is Td into d theta, Td into d theta. This is the equation number 3. Okay, now further we can simplify it as, yes, here it is Li di, here it is also Li di, so it will get cancel out. Here it is half, here it is I square dl, here it is half I square dl. So if we shift this half I square dl to this side, we can write it as half into I square into dl. Okay, is equal to Td into d theta. So from this we can write, therefore Td is equal to half into I square into dl by d theta. This is the expression for deflecting torque of a MI instrument. Okay, deflecting torque, okay, of a MI instrument, right? Expression for deflecting torque. Now for MI instrument, yes, we can use the gravity control or the spring control. Okay, so suppose if spring control is used, okay, if spring control is used, and what about the TC? Controlling torque TC is equal to K into theta. Okay, so at equilibrium we can write TC is equal to TD. So it is K into theta is equal to half into I square into dl by d theta. So from this we can write theta is proportional to square of the current. Okay, so therefore we can write theta is proportional to square of the current. So now importantly, if you recall, in the PMMC it was a theta is proportional to current. So there we concluded that scale is linear, but here as theta is proportional to the square of the current. Okay, so here nature of the scale, it will be non-linear and it is square law scale. Square law scale. Okay, it will be a square law scale because theta is proportional to square of the current. Now next, whether MI instrument can be used for measurement of DC as well as AC quantities? Yes, because for DC we are having only positive values. Okay, so therefore square of the positive, it will be positive, so deflecting torque will be in the one direction. But for AC we are having positive as well as negative values. For positive values it is a square of the positive is positive, but whereas for the negative half cycle of the AC quantity, what about the square of the negative? It is again positive. Okay, so the deflecting torque produced will be in the same direction only. Okay, so this can be used for measurement of AC and DC. AC and DC measurement. This is used for the AC and DC measurement. Are you getting the point? Okay. So this is the very important conclusions. Okay. MI instruments are used for measurement of AC as well as DC quantities. Okay, and they are having non-linear scale, or it is a square law scale. Okay, square law scale, or it is also known as a non-linear scale. Square law scale or the non-linear scale. Okay. Next, so this is about the attraction type moving iron instruments. Okay, in the next video we are going to discuss the repulsion type moving iron instruments. Thank you.